One. Okay. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. Um, or good evening, depending on where you're viewing us for. You probably noticed we're extremely late, and that's because we've had a mixture of technical issues, opponent issues. It's just stuff that can't be avoided. But we're here now, and we've got an absolutely massive event. I'm working here, the CEO of Noob Promotions, Alexa Vina, working with Max Jacob Evans at Next Gen Promotions to bring you this massive fight card. I believe the fights themselves are going to differ from the actual fights, but um, we we've got massive fights still. The co-main and the main and the third fight still remain the same. We've got some wonderful fights. Of course, Josh Flores himself, who's streaming this event, he will be facing Babatunde Ademola, who's been working with us over at the Detroit Boxing Gym, and he's been looking great. So that's going to be a true 50-50 in my eyes. And then in our co-main event, we've got the IBO title on the line. So I'll be watching this very closely as the WBO champion, and I'm sure Ricky Fatton and Marcos Castro will be as BBC and WBH super champions in their own right. And then in our main event, obviously, just two Fight Night champion legends. We've got Alex Dark Sniper and Benjammy1994. Of course, Benjammy1994, he's in the top 20 all-time head-to-head. And Dark Sniper, he's known for beating these kind of guys. Puts them on his channel, he snipes them and exposes the foolish ones for what they are. Both of them just been in with legends. Both of them have been in with Fight Night's finest. Just absolute legends in their own right. And tonight we get to see them face off for the very first time.
It's going to be a crazy card.
Yeah, I think this is the most I've talked in an intro.
Yeah. Yeah, first out. Go ahead.
Who's up first?
Abraham and Marco.
Okay, that's going to be an interesting fight. I don't think I've watched Marco fight before, so that's going to be an interesting one to watch.
Yeah, very interesting.
Of course, we know what Abraham King is capable of doing. He's able to put together beautiful combinations, as we saw in his last fight. Beautiful start pitch, just absolutely ripped through his opponent. And I'm expecting to see that again. I believe me and him, as well as Dwight Bradley, who we're going to see in our main event tonight, are up there with some of the best combinations punchers in the SFC.
Yep.
So I think we're going to have a full-on night of beautiful combination punching. Of course, another name I see on there, very good combination puncher, Lewis White. Also someone that's been working with me and closely with the Detroit boxing team to come and of course he had a very impressive amateur career, just looking to put it and transfer it into the SFC. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our first bout of this 5-fight card. Abraham King versus Marco Parks. 8 rounds. Of course, Abraham King was originally scheduled to fight Javier Gonzalez Jr., but there were technical issues with that one, so very kindly Marco Parks has stepped into this bout.
Yep. Here on short rounds of Abraham King. 2 wins, 1 loss.
Of course, Marco Parks has the exact same surname as the Fight Night champion legend, so hopefully we get to see that in here. Abraham King versus Marco Parks coming up now on SFC Survival Fight Champions. My name is Nang and I'm here with Fierce.
Yeah.
Seems we have the EA messaging glitch.
Okay.
And we are in, ladies and gentlemen, to our first bout of the evening. This highly stacked card, topped by two Fight Night champion legends. I will be scoring this bout, and
I guess
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes. Marco Parks, very similar looking Captain Mayweather. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think he's looking to get some of that ring magic in there tonight. Bring the upset over the highly touted King, who's one of the trainers at Detroit Boxing Club.
Here goes Abraham King. Fighting out of Washington, D.C.
King's very strong defensively and offensively, and he kind of uses his defense to set up the offense and beautiful combinations. I think if he wins this, he could be in the shot for titles. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in round number 1 of a scheduled 10. Oh, it's not meant to be 10, but we'll roll with it. I'm liking what I'm seeing just coming out here, looking to put on the pressure, use his size, very physical looking here, Abraham King. Using the jab on Marco Parks. He looks like he's got that smooth Ali footwork.
Yeah.
Just gets caught by a little left hook there. Sneaky little one there from Marco Parks.
Body work from King.
Nice mixing up to the body and the head King, but he does get caught by a little shot by Parks there. Goes to the body very nicely with that power work.
Yeah, King, very good prospect. To fight winning streak. And if he beats Marco Parks, then he could be in a lineup for a possible title.
Oh, beautiful uppercut rips off the head of Parks there. Sorry, Flores.
But can Parks ruin the Abraham King hype train? We'll see.
Just catching King when he's trying to push there, Marco Parks. I'm liking what I'm seeing. The pace is very high in this first round. It seems they've already found their age. Feeling that process. Beautiful bodywork there from Abraham King. In this first round, both men, it took them very long to get to know each other.
No real feeling out process. Very tight round one.
And ends at round number 1. What I will say is a big thanks to Marco Parks for stepping in.
Yeah, we had Gonzalez couldn't fight, so Parks stepping in.
Yeah, I believe it was a connection issue. What I will say is maybe King, if he does win, maybe needs to have a look at trimming those eyebrows. Of course, Josh Flores has been doing a lot of training, I've heard, especially using the old Urbina Taco Bell trick. And we're in round number 2 of the schedule 10. Beautiful jab, just tears off the head. I mean, we saw a man with a very good jab in boxing earlier, Triple G, got to win at 40 years of age. Both these men are trading on the inside, mixing the body and head. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Parks here, but I don't know how much of these are landing. Of course, this is a orthodox matchup, so I believe this is closed dance.
Parks making his
Nice
debut.
defense there, which works the body. Parks. King did get clipped on the ends there, just a little bit.
Combination. Nice work from Marco
Oh,
Parks.
beautiful work there.
Beautiful.
I'm loving what I'm seeing here from Parks.
Yeah,
in this
beautiful
second
work
round.
with the pushes.
Yeah, catching King on the ends of these. Just catching King on the edge of that Philly shell guard. I'd like to see some more investment to the body though here from Parks in this second round. A little step there, a little naughty step punch, but I think both of these guys have really found out their range early. Beautiful lead uppercut there from Parks through the middle of King's guard.
Pretty good round from Marco Parks. This has been.
Oh, nice little push there from Abraham King. He does it so that nice straight, just creeps through the guard of King there from Parks. Parks doing very well, but I don't know how much energy he's using, but he's doing very well catching him on the ends of the
I think that was on Marco Parks now.
On the ends of the guard. And I mean, we see Abraham King, he's still at 100% stamina, but I think that was a very good round there for Marco Parks.
Yeah. Very solid round.
And we are into round number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Both these men put on a very good show, staying near the centre of the ring for the first 2 rounds of this. I'm liking the attire here for Marco Parks. Just as I say, King
nice
puts beautiful combination together. King's one of those guys that just, as the fight goes on, he wears you down with the combination.
Very good combination with Abraham King.
Oh, nice uppercut there from Marco Parks. Beautiful power uppercut. Those uppercuts been working really well for regard to King, but if King fires back in this third round, they're really going for it, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. Uppercut slipping for Parks.
These are the shots that the judges are going to love. Those beautiful shots that just rip off the head of your opponent. Oh, nice crisp jab there from Marco Parks. But as much as he is landing here, he is missing a lot. We see King is the more economical one here.
Oh, nice uppercut from Parks.
It's the case of whoever lands first and who lands the biggest shot and how the other man's going to take it. Oh, beautiful mixing up to the body, just catches Marco Parks at the end of his combo there. I'm loving this hand speed from Abraham King. He's really showing it, but he's not using it too much. You know, sometimes when you get a really nice combination on your opponent, you get a bit too overconfident and punch yourself out. We're not seeing that here from King. He's being very conservative, just breaking down Parks, figuring him out. And that's the end of round number 3. Very good round from both men. I like the way that that King was just being defensive and mixing up his combinations when he throws them, not overusing it and not getting too overexcited. But success for both men that round. You could give it to either man. Of course, so many more fights left this evening for all of you guys to watch.
Round 4.
Of course, Flores
himself
will be fighting.
Yeah.
And Teddy Atlas has this bout 29-28 in favour of King, and we see the switch southpaw from Marco Parks. in this 4th round, so that makes this bout an open stance matchup. I'll be interested to see. Beautiful combination there from Parks. I'll be interested to see Parks' motive switching southpaw. Maybe he's just starting to get a little bit frustrated from that combination punching last round. Mixes up to the body and back to the head king. Little slip uppercut there from Marco Parks. Just needs to watch out for that there, King. Because as he does commit, he makes himself more vulnerable as well. Especially with that size, because if you're that tall, you need to know how to be able to defend yourself at that height. And they both switch stance, we see. So we see King in southpaw and Parks back in orthodox, which means we get to see the back of King's trunks, which say next gen. Of course, he signed with next gen promotion. Just he mixes up to the head and the body. Nice defense shown there.
Parks is doing well with these hooks and uppercuts.
Not many of them are landing now, though.
Yeah.
You see, that straight landed though. But you see King's health staying up a lot more now. Oh, beautiful club cut. That one went through, but he's blocking very well here now, King. And just looking to find some combination zone. He gets caught with a switching stance. Beautiful uppercut.
Nice combination. King.
Yeah, I'm liking it. Oh, beautiful uppercuts back from King now. I'm loving this fight. Both men just really putting together. King gets caught by another uppercut. I think as the rounds go on, it's King that's going to have the advantage. We see he's managing his stamina very well. Mixes up head and body. I love the way that he's mixing up levels. Gets caught by an uppercut himself. Oh, what a round. What an end to the round. They trade to the final bout. And we're about to go into round 5.
Round 5 of the schedule. And
what a fight so far. You just got the sense that maybe King was starting to get to Parks, and then Parks starts fighting back. But he just tried to shell up near the end of that 4th round. Maybe he is tiring out a little bit. And we are into round number 5, ladies and gentlemen.
nice combination from King.
Mixes up. Beautiful there from Abraham King. Mixes up body and head. And we've seen that all night, mixing up beautiful, but just gets caught by a hook. He seems to be most vulnerable when pushing here, Abraham King. Beautiful work out of the orthodox stance here, putting together the combos. He doesn't mind taking 1 or 2 to throw 3 or 4 back, and neither would I, because you know, as long as your shots are the more damaging than your opponent, it's going to pay off in the long term. And we're seeing that right now. But it's been a very physical fight. You see the pushing from both men, the pushing from Parks there. It's been a very physical fight. Would you agree, Flores? Just pushing from both men. And nice uppercuts there from Parks. Both men have been trying to get the advantage, push the other guy back. Maybe a bit like Golovkin versus Murata earlier.
Yeah.
So both men trying to push the other guy back. But it was eventually Golovkin that got to it, and could it be King getting to it now?
And Marco punches box, and he goes down.
The body, right hook to the body, knocks Parks down, and I think that's a massive breakthrough there for Abraham King. May have just put a stamp on the fight there.
Wow.
Beautiful body shot. We just got the sense that he was wilting a little bit, Parks, and he's up. Is he recovered? Could be a sign that he's tiring a little bit from that early effort.
Combination.
Oh my god. Pounding on the corner, Abraham. What did we know about him?
Combinations.
He can finish when he wants to.
And he's a very good. Oh, he's locked again. He goes down.
The ropes. Look at that.
He's
body
down
head.
Again.
Right hook to the head. Left hook to the body. And down goes Parks for the 2nd time in this bout.
And in this round as well. Wow.
Through the ropes, ladies and gentlemen.
I need to get up. Can
Yeah.
Marco Parks recover?
He'd been dropped both times to the body as well. What a coincidence. And a round number 5, and what a disastrous round number 5 for Marco Parks. We see King still very high stamina, 99%. It's really not looking good for Parks. Is he at the point of no return?
If
We're
you
soon
were,
going to find out.
what would you do right now if you were in the corner of Marco Parks?
I don't know, man, because I think he's at the point of no return now. I think his stamina's too low to put anything together because you see, he can't take as many shots now without going down. I think his health is just, his stamina's just way too low.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any hope. I think as a corner, I would be throwing the towel in or retiring him on his stall because
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything to do. And as I say that, we've officially completed half of our contest, and what a disastrous last round that was for Marco Parks.
And yeah, I got knocked down twice at the end of the round. Both to the body.
Still looking to push though, still looking to keep that physical edge here. Abraham King, but I don't think Abraham King cares anymore. Just pounding the combinations. He's taken a few from Parks, but I think he's just there going for the kill. We know. Oh, look at that. I believe Abraham King stopped the 2 opponents that he's won. So he's up there with one of the hardest pound hitters in the SFC. Not much has landed now for King, just no for Parks, just the old uppercut and the old straight maybe. But he's getting hit to the body, he's getting hit to the head. Just the sneaky little shots here from
Oh, he's blocked
King.
again!
And he's blocked again.
And he goes down with the uppercut.
The uppercut there from Abraham King scores the 3rd knockdown. And it's the first time that Parks has not been dropped to the body. Let's see if he gets up from this one.
Can he get up? And they're gonna wave it, it looks like.
Oh, no, I don't think
he might wave it. And it's over!
What a win! And it's all over, ladies and gentlemen, in the 6th round.
Wow.
Abraham King with his 3rd stoppage victory and his 3rd career victory. And he is on the horizon for titles.
Oh.
44 to 49.
Very strong performance.
I had it the same as that.
I had it. I thought Parks won about 2 rounds on the stoppage camp.
Yeah, and then up now we've got Wes Maximus versus Lewis White, and that's just going to be a spectacular fight. Of course, we've seen Wes Maximus out 2 times. I mean, a fight of the year in this debut, a fight of the year candidate with DJ Mikey B. That was a great fight. I remember calling that one. And then we had him out last time against Brenda Schwab, split decision. Here we are, Lewis White and Wes Maximus. You see a massive height advantage and reach advantage there for Wes Maximus. So I think there's no argument into what Lewis White needs to do here.
He needs to try to get on the inside.
Yeah. Or pick his spots. And then if he picks his spots, make West come to him, because we know that West has got a lot of power on the outside.
Here we go.
So I think Lewis needs to keep it close, stay away. Don't let West use his long range power. And well, I've seen Lewis sparring a lot. I'm expecting to see a lot improved Lewis White from his debut, which was a no decision against DJ Mikey B. So they do have a common opponent.
That's that is a nice amateur record.
Yeah. And we've also got Darkside in the booth.
Yep.
And
on,
here's Wes
gentlemen?
Maximum. What's good? How we doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
And we are in.
I'm gonna just here we go.
And they touch gloves, ladies and gentlemen. We are into round number 1 of a scheduled 8. Lewis White, Wes Maximus. 8 rounds. Nice jab there to the body. I mean, I definitely think it's no secret what both these guys are going to try and do, and it's already heating up in this first round.
Straight to the action from both guys. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Both guys utilizing their jabs pretty well. Of course, looks like we have one guy right here trying to push the other back. I like that they're both maintaining the center of the ring, both using their jabs. They're not getting too aggressive just yet, kind of feeling each other out, but I have a feeling this is going to heat up very, very quickly.
Yeah, for sure. We know, I know personally, Wes Maximus a lot of long range power, similar to that of Deontay Wilder, maybe not as explosive. Lewis White, more kind of a boxer puncher, just looking to slip inside, slip outside, and find the combinations. Oh, beautiful digging into the body there, Lewis White.
Big shots from both guys right there.
Of course, you're going to be looking for that body uppercut there in the against the Philly shell guard. Both men using the Philly shell guard. That's going to work really well against the taller man, West.
Definitely.
Nice defense there from White. She gets caught by a little angled jab there. Got to watch out from that long range straight of West. Since he's got a 4-inch advantage reach.
Straight from White Misters.
Very tight round here.
Last 10 seconds.
And the round number 1. Very tight round.
Yeah.
Who do you think won that round?
That's close. That was close.
It really comes down to what you prefer, definitely. And we're about to go into round number 2. If round 1 sets the pace, then we're for a very high volume fight. Lewis just throwing his shots up from a bit far. I don't think he's found his range just yet.
Yeah, I was going to mention that too. It's interesting, like you mentioned, that Wes obviously has the reach advantage. Typically, when you fight against a bigger man with a longer reach, you typically want to stay on the inside and kind of get your shots in there. But Lewis is actually electing to fight from the outside and not doing a bad job of it so far. He's not really taking a lot of shots. You know, you would think he has a disadvantage on the outside given the reach advantage, but he's actually fighting pretty effective from the outside so far.
Yeah, for sure. I guess the one thing you've got to watch is the long range power of West. Just make sure you don't get caught by that shot that you don't see.
Exactly.
He's done very well. Nice 1-2 there from White. Just gets caught. Little one from West.
Ooh, big shot.
He's putting the comment. I think he's starting to really find his range now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job moving in and out and really landing his shots and staying out of the way of most of the shots coming from Wes. Wes is hitting him with some shots right there, though. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, you see, they did do a bit of damage. Although we can't see how much damage his shots are doing on West. Nice.
Nice combinations.
Yeah.
This is more along the lines of what I would expect of someone who's dealing with a reach disadvantage. kind of pressing the pace a little bit, moving in and out, getting the shots in with combinations in the pocket, then moving back out to avoid the big power, especially with the reach advantage coming from West. And right now, this is definitely
Oh,
Lewis's round
look
so
at
far.
that.
He's doing great work.
Yeah, really putting that together there. But just getting caught by the odd 1-2 by West. Just needs to be careful now and again. Oh,
Just
nice.
from
But
like
he's doing a very good job staying
Oof.
compact. That was a very good round for White after a really tight first round. I think he put his stamp on that round there with those beautiful flurries, those beautiful combinations.
I must agree. Like you said, he definitely found his range in that round, I think. You could see he got way more comfortable than he was in those opening 2 rounds, or opening first round. And you can see now he's kind of moving in and out, picking his shots very well. But he is getting hit by that 1-2 quite often when he's coming in. So, like you mentioned, he definitely needs to be careful and mindful of that.
Yeah. Oh, he did find a nice power uppercut to the body. Those are the shots that are going to work well against that
Oof.
Philly guard. Oh,
Oh, man.
Lewis White's actually working quite well off the ropes. I will say. I mean, I guess when you are the taller man trying to attack the other guy that's on the ropes, you have to be very conscious yourself.
Mm-hmm. Certainly so. Oh, man, big combinations right now from Lewis. He needs to be careful, though. Don't want to get caught in the middle of those combinations with a big power coming from West. So you got to be careful picking your shots. Like right there, great right hand. Oh, man,
Oh, I love it.
big hook.
Catching West with those little left hooks to head in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of West combinations. That's been a great shot for him early on. Oh, nice movement there from White. Does get caught by one in the end there.
very tight fight right now.
I think West style reminds me a bit of what maybe one of the Klitschko brothers when he's on the outside. He's looking for that 1-2, and
Nice
he
combination.
is very effective with it on the outside. He does have a decent inside game as well. And we have seen that for some of the parts of this round. But when you're on the inside against a smaller man, you have to be very conscious. I mean, we're going to see Sebastian Fundora tonight. He's 6'6" at super welterweight. Very interesting how he manages himself on the inside as we come to the end of round 3. 3% recovery there. Interesting.
Okay.
A very tight fight at the moment.
Definitely. It is very interesting that, oh man, big uppercuts right there from West again. He's having some good success when he's using his counter shots, and also when he's backing up Lewis, he's having some success as well. Staying heavy on his jab along with his straight, he's doing a good job mixing in the shots and going to those uppercuts when they get close in range.
I think the reason Lewis's stamina is going down the pivot is when he does miss, sometimes they are power shots, and that is going to have an effect on his stamina.
And you could definitely tell it's having a big effect right now.
Although, to be fair, I doubt West's stamina is too high either, because he's not particularly landing a lot either. I would say that Lewis is more accurate too, but Lewis is within on more power shots at the same time. So I think they'd be very much even on stamina.
Yeah, probably they probably are about the same as stamina. If I was a West, I'd be going to the body like he is right now. I'd be going to the body a little bit more, just to wear on that stamina some more, mix it up to the head. Ooh, big shots right there from both guys.
Really fan-friendly fight at the moment.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely setting the tone for what we see later on in this evening, especially with what is an amazing main event. Nice 1-2 there from West, and he has been having success with that, like you noted earlier. But then Lewis White finds the 1-2, just misses the uppercut there. I think range is a very key thing in this fight, and that's what. Oh, nice, puts it together there. Lewis White slips under West's shot there. Just finds West hitting air for a little bit, and around number 4. But we do sit. Oh, that's not good recovery.
Yeah, definitely not. He's definitely feeling that. He's definitely has to be feeling the stamina in the exchanges, I would think. Especially throwing combination punches. You know, you got to be real careful when you're stamina dips and you get caught when you're at the end of one of your combinations, because that's when that big power can really affect you.
Yeah, you need to know when to turn it off and on.
Exactly.
Nice little pivot away there, Lewis White.
Good shots.
They need to stop whiffing on those power shots. That's really we see how much of a toll that is having on his stamina. You have to be very careful when you're throwing power shots because, yeah, when you miss it, it's going to have a big effect on both your endurance and your conditioning stats.
Mm-hmm.
West looking for the little angled straight. Lewis just ducks under very nicely there. Nice weaving there from Lewis White. And we can see that well, both men are very technical boxers, but they've been drawn into a brawl here. Old-fashioned brawl. And that was what I was expecting when I made this match.
Definitely getting the
Yeah.
action that was expected, and you can see now Wes is kind of feeling
Oh,
like he has Lewis on the back foot. He has him, kind of trying to survive at the moment. He's definitely pressing his foot down on the gas right now, coming forward, and he's landing a lot of clean shots right now.
I think what Lewis needs to do is take a bit of a round off. Yeah, throw the odd thing or two, but with the main intent, I think, in my opinion, the main intent of a rest round is to make your opponent tired. So then you, as well as giving yourself recovery.
Definitely so, but I think he took, like, if you're trying to take a rest round, I think he took a little bit too much damage during that round. I mean, he did get 8% back, but I mean, he took a lot of big shots during that round.
I agree.
Body work from Lewis White.
Good shots to the body from Wes.
Just need to stay off those ropes there, so we didn't get caught by more of those. Nice body work from West.
Yeah, Wes is really working him against these ropes right now.
Ooh.
If I'm Lewis, he got to get out of there right now. He's getting tagged up against the ropes.
I think Lewis is in the wrong range because he's still getting caught by that 1-2 from West. I think he needs, if he is planning on keeping it close, he needs to be a bit closer. Because it's either you against a guy like West, it's either you stay out of range of that 1-2
Oof.
when you're in front of him, or you stay right in front of him, packed next to him. Because if you're in the range of that 1-2, it's going to be very dangerous for you.
Definitely so. And right now, he's eating lots of shots right now. I mean, Wes is doing a great job trying to cut off the ring and really keep the pressure on.
That was a
He's
nice
doing a little bit better. Ooh, good call him right there. He's catching him now a little bit while he's coming in. Lewis is. It's a little bit better, but like, man, he's taking some big shots. Oh man, to the body. Wes just keeping that pressure right now. Both guys trading shots right now, but I don't know. Lewis needs. If I'm Lewis, I'm trying to stay off of the ropes, maintain at least the center of the ring, or if I want to move back a little bit, stay towards the center, but stay off the ropes because the combinations. The moment he touches the ropes, the combinations from Wes are starting to flow, and he's wearing these shots. It's not looking good for him at the moment.
Yeah, for such a tall guy, West really does have some good body work. But I'm liking the combinations, just the little flurries. Just keeping around close here, Lewis. It's not
Ooh.
good sign for the judges on the back foot here. Just doing those.
Ooh. Good end to the round right there from both
Yeah,
guys. Good shots coming
that was
in.
a very fun round.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what the judges have on the cards. This is a close, tight fight. Very close fight.
Stamina.
You know, this being an 8-round fight, stamina's not going to be too bad for Lewis. He should definitely be able to survive on this stamina. But he just needs to be mindful that, you know, as your stamina dips, you can't throw as many combinations as you were in those opening rounds. So,
Yeah.
like we mentioned, he needs to be really mindful when he's throwing those combinations because a couple times now he's getting caught when his stamina is really low. It's going to lead to a rock state sooner or later if he's not careful with that.
Right.
Of course, stamina was the issue in his debut. That did end up being a no decision, but stamina was a clear issue for him. He did have very good combination work, but just whiffed a little too much, and it did affect his stamina. Just working a bit too hard when he didn't need to, and maybe that could be downfall now. But we don't know how the judges have this one, and he is working well at the start of this 7th round. Could West be tiring a little bit?
I think you could have this fight.
Definitely could. I mean, we've seen him turn up the pressure these last few rounds, so it probably definitely took a little bit of toll on his stamina. But with that being said, he has been landing a lot of these shots when he's being aggressive. So
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see. He looks like he still has a stamina advantage to my eye because he's still steady on the gas right now. He doesn't really feel worried about that. Oh man, big hook.
That's a whiff. Would have been dangerous if it landed.
Yeah, West has to be careful here.
Good shots right there from Lewis. Oh, nice. See, this is where he needs to be. Like, it's when he goes straight against the ropes is when he gets in trouble. But if he's off of the ropes, he could definitely fight on his back foot. But once he gets caught against those ropes, that's when he runs into a lot of trouble against Wes.
Yeah, I think the thing for Lewis here has been his transition to SFC. Of course, he is an OWC legend in himself, but that transition is very hard. I know firsthand. It's a very hard transition to SFC.
Of course, I made it too. That transition.
Nice clean jump there from West. Reminds me of that of Triple G, maybe.
Ooh.
That Triple G jab is something to behold, certainly.
Yep.
I think Lewis just needs to hold on for the rest of the round here. I think he's won this round. Just needs to hold on. I think he's giving West opportunity to take back this round here by doing this.
He definitely got some better shots in this round, for sure. He's definitely been getting hit a lot as well, but it's close because both guys are doing a lot of work to each other. It's going to be very interesting to see what we have on the cards here.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was the round that White needed.
Yeah, it definitely was a better round for him, certainly. I mean, the tide of the fight kind of changed once he started getting pushed back because, the opening rounds, he was actually being kind of the aggressor and pushing West back. And now the tides are turned, and he's been taking most of the rounds. He's up 3 rounds right now, 68, 65. So he's definitely been getting the shots in off of his back foot. I probably would have had it a little bit closer. I might have had him up 1 round rather than up 3. But nonetheless, he is up to 3 rounds.
Oh, didn't want to be on these ropes.
Yeah, definitely. And now West obviously knows he needs, a couple of knockdowns if he wants to give himself a chance. So he's obviously going to keep coming forward with the shots. If I'm West, also, I'd be looking for the lead uppercut, like right there. Nice one right there. I'd be looking for the lead uppercut and kind of picking my shots. I don't want to throw too many combinations into the block because I don't want to just drain my stamina if I'm not landing. So pick your spots when you go for the combinations.
I think the thing that's going to make it interesting is how the SFC judges have this one because, of course, they may favour West's aggression more, or they may favour Lewis White's combination touch, and it's really going to come down to that. I think in this vote, what they prefer.
Definitely. On my personal scorecard, I would probably have it. It's going to be close. Like on the personal scorecard, it would be close because I like the aggression from West. He's been basically walking down Lewis every round, but also Lewis has also been fighting pretty effectively off of his back foot. Kind of reminds me of Stephen Fulton versus Brendan Figueroa in that aspect where we had Figueroa walking him down round after round, but Fulton trying to fight pretty effectively off of his back foot, landing some good shots. So it's going to be interesting.
And then the judges preferred Fulton, but it was a really tight fight. And what a great fight it was. I thought Fulton was going to wilt at times in that one and never did.
Yep, it was a great fight indeed, just like we have right here.
Yeah, and they're closing in on the final few seconds. What a fight it's been.
Big shots right there.
To watch out on the stamina there.
Yeah, I got a little low right there, but he's going to be able to survive this onslaught coming from West in the final. Oh, big shots to end the fight.
And this goes to the SFC judges, and what a fight it's been. So,
incredible fight.
Flores, Rack, send me in your scorecards and I will announce it. What a great fight from both men, and it's going to be interesting to see what these cards say. I wouldn't rule out any decision, to be honest, but in my opinion, West probably could have done it the final round.
That was an incredible fight. I mean, like you said, it just goes off. What do you like more? You like the aggression, or do you like that counter fighting off the back foot? I mean, you definitely have to reward Wes for the aggression he's had through those last few rounds. He definitely was coming forward multiple times. He's landing some good shots back and forth. Like it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Just waiting for one more scorecard. Okay. And after 8 rounds of boxing, we have a split decision. And here are the score totals. Judge 1 scores the contest 78-74 in favour of Lewis White. Judge 2 scores this contest 77-76 in favour of Wes Maximus. And overall by judge number 3, who scores this contest 76-76. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is a split decision draw.
Wow.
Interesting cards. I have to say, I can't disagree. I can't not disagree with that card. Like, matter of fact, it's funny that I actually mentioned Figueroa versus Fulton, because this is actually kind of similar to how I had that fight going. It was very close, very stylistically the same, where we had one person being the aggressor, one person counterpunching the entire fight, but both guys were landing their shots on both sides, and it was very hard to determine the winner. I wouldn't have been mad at the draw at that fight as well. In this fight, I cannot be mad at the draw as well. It was that close to me.
Yeah, for sure. I thought White could have edged it, but yeah, I was saying at the end, it just depends how these judges see it and what they prefer. And yeah, of course, one judge had it to White, one judge had it to West, and the other had it as well. So I think the scorecards did reflect the fight and how the judges, well, yeah, how the fight went. So, what a fight it was.
Yeah, definitely a great fight. GG's to both men.
Let's look at just a small review of that card. Just all of the fighters on this card.
Yeah. So we definitely need a rematch for that one. We see Lewis White. And there's West, of course, put on a great fight here. Of course, all the West fights, he's been an absolute war. And then Javier Gonzalez Jr., of course, he didn't tighten his card because a scorecard error. And here's a Pumpkin, got that beautiful knockout earlier to open up this card.
Yeah, that was a great fight as well. Lots of aggression in that fight, and I like the stylistic matchup, like especially the fight we just watched. I like the stylistic clash of styles right there, where we have the aggressor versus the more defensive counterpuncher. It's very interesting to see the adjustments the opponents make, and like that fight was a prime example of just how close it can be when both guys are doing work on the inside and the outside. So that was a great fight. I like seeing things like that.
Yeah, I agree. I was actually saying to Lewis before this fight, because I have been working for him with him as well as the Detroit boxing team. I was saying that remember we've got SFC judges on this one, so maybe they're probably gonna prefer maybe the aggression of West, and it turned out that maybe that could have contributed to the draw. The fact that you may have been given it up rounds. I was saying in one of the rounds, wasn't I, that maybe you just need to hold for the rest of the rounds, because even a little punch, a little thing, just around in the other person's favor.
Yeah, definitely. So I think one thing that probably could have also contributed to that as well. I think if in a few of those rounds, if Lewis would have just keeping his back off of the ropes, I think it would have looked a lot better for the judges as well. Because that does look a little odd to the judges if you're just constantly with your back against the ropes. taking combinations, even if you're blocking them very well, taking combinations from the more aggressive boxer. Like I mentioned earlier in the fight, I think if he would have maintained a little bit of the center of the ring a bit more, where he had more space to kind of maneuver around and stay away from some of those shots, it might have went his way.
Yeah, I agree. And then up next, we've got another very interesting stylistic match. We've got Josh Flores, who is just in the booth with us here against Tunde Adamola. Of course, Adamola been working with the Detroit boxing team, get himself into shape for this fight. Flores' only loss came against Marcus Castro last time out. A split decision, very close fight. Um, maybe showed some vulnerabilities in Flores, and hopefully he's going to work on it, and we're going to see very different versions of both men tonight. I think this fight is going to depend on who can keep their range and who's going to get the best start, because whoever gets the best start, I think, is going to depend on.
Right, and before we hop into our next bout, actually I'm talking, there's a bit of a review with Zach Miller and Jonathan Williamson. So let's check that out before we get into this one. Alright, the next matchup we have on this card is Josh Flores versus Babatunde Aramola in what should be a great bout. We have two experienced guys here in Flores and Aramola. Flores has the amateur experience advantage here, being a multiple time amateur champion, but you can never count out the 1-2 king. And so in this bout, we have a back foot fighter going up against an offensive counterpuncher. Very interesting clash of styles. Now, with those styles, Jonathan, do you think this will be a dual fight? Williamson said, no, not at all, because I know that Aramola will bring the fight to Flores. He seemed really confident at the press conference in Wayne's yesterday. He's going out there to make a statement. He's going to fight fire with fire. Flores likes to counter and go out there and counter as well. Miller says, yes, I hear you on that. I feel that if Aramola is able to land 1-2 early and disrupt Flores' rhythm, it should be his fight. Flores doesn't really have ring generalship in his favor either in terms of scoring, so this should be interesting. How entertaining of a fight will this be? Miller says, I feel like this will be a good fight, start to finish. Williamson says, I believe that if Flores punches right back with Aramola, then this will be a good fight. Which is right about to hop into that one. Babatunde Aramola versus Josh Flores.
The star matchup's really interesting in this one. I think, despite Adamola's record, I think, especially working with Detroit, he is very potential of an upset here. Of course, I nearly lost to him in my debut here. He's a very awkward fighter, and all the guys even all the guys that have beat him would probably say that he's been a very tough fight.
Yep.
One thing about this game is you can never really predict too well how you're going to be able to fight in this game, depending on your opponent. Because so many things can go your way, one way or another. One punch can change the complexion of the fight. I mean, it really just depends. Like you said, both guys are probably going to be looking to get a good start out on the fight, but it really depends. You can never underestimate your opponent in this game because one shot can lead to a change of the fight. You always need to be careful and really respect your opponent.
Yeah, for sure. I know that. Yeah, Adamola's really been taking this one seriously. I know him and Lewis have been sparring for the build up for this one as well. Of course, we just saw Lewis in that absolute war with West, which did end in a draw, and I think that sets up the kind of tone for the rest of the night. I mean, you can kind of see why Flores is the favorite in this one, but I don't know. I think it's going to come down to I'm not really going to be able to tell who's going to take it until they get in the ring because I know both these men very well, and if there's one thing I know, especially with these two men, styles make fights, and I think that's what we're going to see in this one. And we are in. You see the height and reach advantage here for Babatunde Adamola. I'm looking forward to seeing and being able to use that. Of course, Adamola, very rangy fighter. I know he likes making use of the um, Muhammad Ali punch style, likes using that rangy straight, and he uses it very well. And I think that may give Flores some issues.
All
And we
right.
are in, ladies and gentlemen. 10 rounds. And we're at the MGM. Well, this whole event is happening at MSG. Oh, looks like we've got Teddy Atlas and Joe Teddy joining us on this one. I'll just message you. Hello, put this off. We see, um, we see Adamola. He's clearly dedicated to the one and only star-rated Booch. Um, someone who had a great inspiration on him. I believe that he was he was a legend on the PBL.
Yes, indeed. I'm very familiar with my man, Straight Eddie Booch. I've
I
fought
mean,
against him plenty of times. Probably one of the most
yeah,
aggressive and one of the most, I don't know, really like his style is very walk you down, pressure heavy. So
very.
definitely will be, yeah, very, very pressure heavy. Probably the most pressure heavy person I've played against.
See Josh Flores making his ring walk, very focused, eyes on the prize. Both men in the lead up till this. There was a lot of trash talk in the press conference yesterday, and they're both coming in fit. They're both coming in at their career best. Also, we believe, and this is really very much a crossroads fight. Flores coming off his first career defeat, Adamola coming off a very good win. So how's that going to affect them mentally going into this bout? So many questions, so many variables, and it's about to be answers in this. As we go into our first round, they touch gloves, and we are in
Here we
round number
go.
one. Oh, it seems Flores has got his HUD off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I must say, it's one of the toughest games to play with no HUD, especially, when the fact that there's not even a clock, you really can't even tell the time of the fight, and it's not being able to see your stamina and your health. I mean, it's pretty gutsy of Flores to say the least.
Especially with his kind of style as well. Back foot kind of. You want to know how much time there is in the round, so you know whether you can win back around.
Exactly. Ooh,
Well, nice counter the
counter
body
shots.
there. Maybe he's turned off his HUD. I would have thought it would have been outweighed by the cost of it, but maybe he's done it so that we can't see the damage on him because you don't know how that's going to affect the judges.
Yeah, that is also the case as well.
But I would have thought that the risk would have outweighed that. Maybe it's just an accident. But unlike
Perhaps.
in catching Adamola trying to get off his shots, I don't think Adamola's actually landed anything clean so far in this round. Very much feeling that process. No, I think we're expecting this in the build-up. Then they're going to go toe to toe, but I don't know whether many people truly believe it. But then we do see they do come together for the time being.
Yeah, both guys being real patient right now, not throwing too many shots, just kind of feeling each other out, trying to see what each other likes to do when they come moving. They're both kind of moving in and out, kind of seeing if they could bait out any type of punches from each other. Not being too aggressive at the moment.
The one thing I will say about Flores is he does have very good straight. And Adamola, he's walking straight into the path of his straight at the moment. He's coming in right on center, so that maybe that could cause an issue down the line. And around number one, I would say not much land by both guys, but the person that was landing more was Flores. So that's probably his round.
Yep, definitely have to give him the 10-9 on that round for sure. I mean, like you said, not much action from both guys, but Flores did land the better shots and landed more shots in my opinion. So I definitely give him that round.
Yeah, for sure. And the shots that are landing there were cleaner as well. And we're into round number two. I've got to make sure I say it at the start of the round, otherwise I'll, as you know, because they hold up what round it is anyway. I was going to say I was going to lose count otherwise, but oh, nice counter shot over the top, little bowler one. Just a little. He's quite a sneaky counter puncher, Josh Flores, and maybe that's why there's the hesitance here from Adamola. Into the body nicely there. It's very good to be in here with you in the booth. I think this is the first time we've both been in the booth. So.
Same to you, my friend. Same to you. Always a pleasure.
Digging in nicely to the body there, Flores. I'm surprised by the amount of body work he's putting in early. I'm quite happy to see it.
Yeah, I mean, like right now, I think this fight is definitely favoring Flores. Like we mentioned, having no HUD, this is like this is exactly what you would want if you're Flores right now. If you don't have your HUD on, not having to really engage a lot, you can pick your shots in and out. Your opponent's not really pushing you too much, so you don't have to really rely on throwing a lot of shots back and not knowing how much stamina you have in exchanges. So definitely, he's fighting the right style for having no HUD right now, for sure.
Yeah. He's not overcommitting. He's not doing more than he has to win the round.
Exactly.
And it may not be. It may not be very appealing to watch, but it's very smart tactics from Flores.
Yeah, I must agree, and vice versa on the other side. I think what needs to happen, like if you know your opponent's playing this type of style, you might want to get a little bit more aggressive. Like we mentioned, he's a good counter puncher, so you don't want to get too aggressive. But I would kind of mix up a couple combinations, especially when you have him in the corner like this. Combinations to the body, combinations to the head, kind of make him work a little bit. Because like you see his stamina right now, it's pretty much flawless. So definitely the key is to turn up the intensity a little bit.
I think Adamola's just a bit confused. He's not been able to find his range. And that's one thing when I've sparred with Flores and stuff like that, it's very hard to find your range because Flores, he's quite a negative fighter, but he's very effective at what he does on the back foot and how he finds his range. So I think to beat Josh Flores, you need to make him work, and I think Molo's just struggling to find the range, struggling to find the combinations, and he's unable to get off what he does best, which is the 1-2. Of course, his nickname is the 1-2 King.
Well said, well said. Well, when you have someone backing up, it's actually a great opportunity to throw the 1-2. I mean, I would be throwing it until he shows me he's countering my shots. Like right now, I know you can have that fear of getting countered, but until someone actually shows me that they're going to counter it, you got to at least attempt to get something out there. Because otherwise, he's going to be letting these rounds, round by round, he's going to be letting these rounds, drift away from him.
Yeah.
So definitely got to show some type of activity.
They both land some good counters in 10 seconds
Ooh.
between each.
Good head movement right
And
there
now
from
it's
Flores.
going off. We're just seeing Adamola starting to land some more now.
Yep, the activity's starting to come, and now we're seeing that counter punching from Flores as well. Good counter shots. Good straight. Ooh. Vicious shots right there from Flores. He's definitely doing a better job this round staying on. He's not really getting trapped against the ropes. He's realized his opponent's getting more aggressive, so he's doing a good job of trying to spin off the ropes. Once he gets his back against the ropes, he's trying to get out. Just like right there, small movements to kind of turn off of the ropes, make sure he doesn't get pinned right against them. Great movement so far from Flores.
Yeah, and we saw the switch to southpaw from Adamola like a minute or so ago in the round. Maybe that's just a sign that he is still a bit confused. He's not really. Oh, nice counter uppercut there, but just only little spots of success here from Adamola. I just think he's confused. He doesn't know the right shots to get off to land on Flores and how to set them up, and that's showing.
I must agree right now. I think he might have went southpaw to kind of get Flores to. He thought maybe Flores will walk into that power hand, but it's not like Flores is only walking to one side of the ring. He's gone, lateral. He's moving laterally. He's gone to both sides. He's mixing it up very well, going body headless combinations, utilizing his counter shots. And right now, I think he's in complete control.
And I was actually, for myself, very surprised how well Flores has switched the SFC style. Oh yeah, Teddy Atlas at 30 to 27. I don't think you can see it any other way. I personally was very surprised by how Flores has transitioned to SFC, considering he was a very OWC style player. Just he lands a very nice counter left hook there.
He's definitely transitioned well, I would say, because right now he is putting on quite the clinic in my mind.
Yeah, I agree.
He's reaching for shots right now. Oh, good counter uppercut. He's landing some good shots. Oh, he's doing some big damage. Oh, he's landing a lot of good counter shots right now. Flores needs to be careful. He took a lot of shots right there.
I think I've only recounted like 10 clean shots that landed for Adamola, but just a little sign of danger there, especially when he's got a HUD off. We saw Flores was very vulnerable when he did get back on the ropes. But a nice body counter there from Adamola. He was very vulnerable. Maybe that's why there's extra emphasis on him trying to step away from those ropes. But yeah. Oh, now Flores the one coming back with the combinations, mixing up the body and head. He does that very well.
And big shots right now from both guys.
Of course, Flores, someone I've worked with for a lot of his OWC career, won a OWC title, and he's using a lot of his experience in this fourth round here. but just Adamola find the target a bit more. But how hard is he having to work to find these? Because
Yeah, he's
not a
having
lot
to
of
work
them are
very hard. Oh man, taking some big shots right there. Great work to get out right after he does his work right there by Flores as well. But we've definitely seen Adamolo have his most, like, this is definitely his most successful round thus far. By far. I don't know if he's even, I don't know if it still was enough to win him the round, but certainly it was his best round. No doubt.
Yeah, although he definitely. I think we both agree he did have to work very hard to win that round, in my opinion. Because
Yeah.
even though we saw that he was whiffing on a fair few power shots, still.
Definitely nothing is coming easy right now for Adamolo. He's definitely having to, it's enough work to try to track down your opponent and cut off the ring. And then once he cuts off the ring, actually landing the punches on Flores right now has been very tough for him thus far. But he was able to land a lot of good counter shots right there. And I think Flores kind of played into his game a little bit, throwing shots right in the pocket where he was getting countered. Might have helped Adamolo out a little bit there. So we'll see if Flores decides to stay in the pocket and trade like he did in the last round as well.
We're in this fifth round of a scheduled 10. So Adamola really needs to make something happen. So, because best case scenario, he's down 3-1, but worst case scenario, he's lost all 4 rounds, which I think is the most likely option. I think he needs to make something big here.
I have to agree with that. I think he definitely needs to try to turn up the intensity a little bit. Start at least when he's like walking. I think even just using your jab to kind of work your way in. You got to get something out there. And right now he's starting to throw a little bit more, which is definitely what he needs. Good shots right now from Adamola, but also eating counter shots right now from Flores. Great double jab right there by Flores.
This must be a very frustrating fight for Adamola.
Definitely has to be. I mean, anytime that you're getting hit with multiple shots and then the moment you try to press your opponent, you're getting countered. It's hard for you to find your way in. And then the moment you do get in, you're eating more counter shots. It definitely has to be frustrating. But you can't let that affect the way that you fight. You have to maintain, your game plan, kind of work your way in still and make something happen. Otherwise, it's going to be a wash on the back end of this fight for Flores.
Especially against a sharp counterpuncher like Flores, you don't want to get reckless. And
Exactly.
maybe that's partly why he's so tentative, Adamola, but also partly because he just can't land through. Although he does land with a nice upper at the end there, but he does take a body counter before landing that. And I wouldn't anticipate his stamina is particularly good, Adamola. I would say he's probably maybe late 80s, mid 80s. Even though he hasn't really landed much, I think that's really been detrimental to the stamina. And just as we say that, we've just completed halfway of this bout, and I'm sure to Adamola that that feels like a very long time.
I have to agree with your statements there as well. I mean, I definitely think the stamina advantage definitely goes to Flores right now. I mean, not only has Adamola been getting countered, which is going to drain his stamina, but he's been getting countered with good body shots as well, which is really going to tax that stamina as well, on top of whiffing shots trying to come in. So I definitely think Flores obviously is going to have I think he has a pretty decent stamina advantage at this point.
Yeah. Do you think Adamola could be digging himself into a hole that he can't get out of? He keeps doing this with stamina being so ineffective.
Yeah, I think at this point, like he's gonna. I have Flores up pretty much all of the rounds. Like you mentioned, best case scenario for Adamola is he has 1 round so far, in my opinion. But even like right now, like this is his best chance to win the fight, in my opinion, is getting right into the pocket and trading with Flores. But like right there, Flores got the absolute better of the exchange. So it's real tough right now for Adamola to make something happen because right now Flores is pretty much taking over the fight. Oh man,
Yeah.
big shots. Woo, good counter uppercut from Adamola.
I'm like, just a 1-2 keeping Adamola at bay. It's Adamola with the longer height and reach, but you wouldn't know it.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, I mean, you definitely see Flores right now fighting on the outside, like he has a height and reach advantage. Oh man, big shot to the body right
Nice
there as
body
well.
counter.
Mm. Yeah, he's maintaining the outside very well, and it's just real tough right now for Adamola to get in. He's trying to get something to work right now, but Flores in complete control. So, oh, as I said, he hits a big
Oh,
right hand.
the body
Oh,
out
puts
of
him
nowhere.
down.
Oh no, not to the body.
Oh
No,
my goodness.
beautiful, straight to the head, and that was what he's looking for. Just turns, just a
Exactly
little bit
what
of
he
danger
needed.
there.
Exactly what he needed. And he needs more of that. He wants to give himself a chance to win this. He's going to need more. Catches him clean with the right hand, straight down the middle. And let's see if he gets aggressive. Let's see if that gets him excited. He gets aggressive here. Eats a straight.
Oh well, what a round that was! Really turned it around that round. But I would still anticipate Flores up by a fair bit, but just adds an element of danger there, Adamola.
Yeah, got him in a little bit of danger there. I mean, he did land that straight as Flores was going for a punch right there and caught him in the middle. But with that being said, it's going to be still going to be tough. I mean, he's down multiple rounds. That's definitely going to help him get back into the fight, getting the 10-8 in that last round. But he's going to have to keep, his best chance, like I mentioned, is to be trading with Flores in the pocket. That's his best chance. That's when, he might be able to catch Flores in the middle of a combination, make him make a mistake. But fighting
Nice
on the
clean.
outside and trying to box is not going to be the way forward for Adamola.
I'm liking Flores' timing of the clinch as well. Doing very
Yeah, that's
nicely with
actually something you don't see
breaking the
many
fight.
players do. Mm.
That's something he's took from his OWC days, kind of
Ooh.
clinching at opportune times. Beautiful right hook counter there from Josh Flores. Nice, another nice strike there from Adamola. Just still a little warning sign there for Josh Flores, knowing that he did get knocked down last round. Just out of nowhere. That was very, very strange.
Yeah,
I
certainly.
thought
So,
it
I
was a
mean, that
flash at
straight is getting through that block a little bit here and there. So, that's probably why he's still attempting to throw it, which I definitely would recommend. Good clinch right there.
beautiful. Nice 1-2 there from the 1-2 king. We haven't seen them too much of that. That was a nice power straight.
Yeah, Flores needs to be careful. He's eating these straights right now.
He's starting to find the target now, just maybe a few rounds. A bit too late. But if he
I
can
still
make
want
something out of
more
it.
jobs. Oof.
Oh, nice upcut of the bell there from Adamola. That round was tighter, but I'm not sure who other that edged that one to. Maybe Flores, but I did see Adamola landed some nice shots at the end. Maybe just sway the judges a little bit.
Yeah, that is a pretty close round. I think those multiple sets of straights that Adamola might have landed might have swayed the judges just a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
that round was still close, but I don't know. I think, like you said, like I might still give the edge to Flores there, but Adamola could have
Oh,
stolen that round as well.
what's this?
Have a little bit
Because
of a disturbance in the forest, waiting for user,
oh no,
and the fight
that's
lags
not
out.
good. So I think in this situation we go to if the fighter can prove that it's um disconnect and not a quit, then we go to a technical decision.
Right,
So I'm just
interesting.
all right. So I'm gonna contact Rex and I'm just gonna because yeah, I believe it's technical decision. Um, Yeah. Who was scoring this bout?
I was scoring it as well as Rax.
Okay, Dark. So if you DM me your scorecard up till the time, and
Yep, I can go ahead and do that for you.
thank you. And as if Adamola proves that he didn't quit and it was a disconnect, then we will go to these scorecards. Okay. Got two of the scorecards.
I'll send you mine in as well.
Thank you.
What round did we end off in that we DC'd in?
We were in round number 8.
Okay. Round number 8. Tough. Should be DM'd your way.
Is it a big attachment? May just take a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got anything to say. It's sent.
Weird. Hold on, let me go ahead and check here real quick. Huh, that's weird. It did not send. Try it again here.
If you just send me the final score, yeah, I don't need the whole card.
Yeah, that's what I'm just sending us the final score.
Oh, okay.
And that's what. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just, restart my Discord real quick, and then I'll send it back.
Okay. So yeah, before we go to these scorecards, just evaluate this whole fight. I mean, it was a very strong performance from Flores that we saw, and then we saw the knockdown from Adamola, and then he got some of the momentum. We saw Adamola just extremely confused in the first few rounds, and maybe that knockdown did give him some confidence. And I mean, the round after that was very close. He probably could have edged that one. Um, and it just seemed like maybe he was starting to find it a little way into the bout. But that was very unfortunate time for the disconnect, and we will go to the scorecards in a few seconds. And then after that, we'll go on to our co-main event for the vacant IBO title. Of course, our current champions are myself, Alex Zerby, Ricky Fatton, Bromstar, Marcus Castro, and who's the WBA super, and the IBF is currently vacant. So whoever wins this bout is potentially going to be scheduled for some big unification bouts or other potential massive bouts coming in the future. So yeah, I might just talk about the co-main event for a bit while we're waiting for the third card. So
Ooh.
of course, Sean O'Malley, we saw him out in his debut against Brenda Schwab. He was headlining that card. It was very good to see him pack out of obviously an SFC OG. And then Cody Peterson, he's been around in many leagues as well. The one-handed bandit, and really looking forward to seeing this fight for the IBO title. It's great to have a title on the line for this one. Thank you to the IBO for sanctioning this bout for their title. And I'm sure the other champions, including myself, are going to be watching this bout very closely. Okay, we have received our third scorecard, so we are going to a technical decision after 8 rounds, since there's been a disconnect at the end of the 7th round. So we will be going to these scorecards, and I can confirm Judge 1 has this contest 68-64. Judge 2 and Judge 3 have this contest 67-65 in favour of your winner by a unanimous technical decision, Josh Flores. That was a very good performance from Josh Flores. Very disciplined, not staying on the outside. Did get caught by a very big shot by Adam Olin. Looked like he was finding some momentum, but we won't know what will happen in the rest of that bout because sadly it did end by a disconnect. So very good win there for Josh Flores. And have you already got for the co-main event, Flores?
Not yet.
Do you need me to send? Okay, I'll send you it. And then, of course, in our main event, we have 2 Fight Night champion legends, Alex Stark Sniper, who infamously goes around on his YouTube channel, trash talking and fighting some top fighters on his sniper counts. And then Benjammy, fought in multiple leagues, champions in many. Just a wonderful fighter, beautiful combinations, very fan friendly. He can mix it up, very versatile fighter in our main event.
Three and one.
Yeah, I personally can't wait for this main event and the co-main event. They're both very well matched up bouts, on paper at least.
Yeah, definitely going to be 2 great fights, in my opinion. I'm really looking forward to the main event, as well as I'm sure everybody else is. This is a matchup I'm really anticipating seeing Benjammy going up against Dark Sniper. I haven't personally fought LX, but I have fought Benjammy multiple times, and I'm very curious to see how that matchup plays out.
Yeah, for sure. This matchup's going to be a very, very good one. Both men known for having very good combination. Kind of Cody Peterson, he's quite well known for almost a come forward glove kind of style, just pressuring you, making you tire, and just breaking you down bit by bit. And Sean O'Malley, just very technical fighter, very good combinations himself. So out here, I'm expecting fireworks.
Definitely going to be an interesting one for sure. Looking forward to seeing how both players' styles play into each other, especially with the way that Peterson fights him, who I'm most familiar with. You know, like you mentioned, he's going to be blocking, he's going to be in your face, he's going to be trying to tire you out and kind of chip away at you throughout the entire fight. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sean O'Malley deals with that pressure.
Yeah, for sure. The one-handed bandit.
The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Cody Peterson, known for fighting with one hand, very excellent fighter, considering. Of course, three IBO approved scoring judges. It's going to be a very good fight. And we see both just trying to set the yeah. You'll have to ask Rax. Oh, nice 1-2 there from O'Malley.
Hey, what's up? The champ is here.
How you doing, Tommy?
Yeah, good, man. So we got
Just
Sugar
arrived
Show
from
with the
Melbourne.
infamous cornrows. He's going for red. So I think he might be looking for blood. We've got Cody Peterson. Well, red versus red, really, isn't it? The red fight is going to win.
Red and black versus red and white.
Interesting take, though, for the first sort of minute of the fight, where Sean O'Malley is normally a very effective pressure fighter, is actually using very in and out movement, almost like an ambush style, because we all know that Cody Peterson, you know, excellent on the back foot. So, you know, maybe he's thinking, well, my best chance is to take his best asset away from him. Maybe outwork him. I think he's having good success here.
Oh, nice combination there. 3-piece there. Will we see the soda in a minute? In our co-main
What
event
Sean's
sanction.
What he's doing really well here is he's getting in, he's doing his work, and he's not admiring it. He's jumping straight back out. So Peterson sort of, it's the tempo. He's sort of mixing his tempo up, and Peterson can't really get into much of a rhythm. So this is very good work here to sort of start off round one. And I do think Sean took that round.
Yeah, I'm loving his use of angles as well. I'm really liking the way that he uses that lead uppercut. And we see that in Sean's other fights as well. He used that lead uppercut very effectively, throws off the rhythm of his opponent.
%, stamina recovery. So very efficient round there. Let's see, as the fighters go, let's see how they do in round two. So we got centering action. Cody's backing up.
Yeah, very
nice
technical.
1-2 there.
Nice level change there. Beautiful level
change. A nice encounter. Straight right hand there by Cody. That's what Sean has to be careful. You overcommit versus someone like Cody. He's going to make you pay. Nice judging of distance here. Sean is always make sure he's either all the way in or all the way out.
Yeah, I'm loving the level changes here from Sean. Just making Peterson struggle to find consistent rhythm, although Peterson does land a few nice ones there. Body, head, both men.
Nice right hook there from the backhand by Peterson, just as he eats one for his effort by Sean O'Malley. And nice 2-piece there.
Yeah, nice little slip as well.
Cody's having real trouble establishing his jab here.
Yeah, loving what I'm seeing there from Sean. Oh, gets caught by a little hook there.
And Sean, the Sugar Show, as we know, he has been known to let stamina down in his fight. Usually starts very fast and he drains quick, whereas Cody, he's more of a sort of second half of the fighter. So, you know, it's really important that Hazza, Chazza, or Sugar Show make sure he wins these early rounds and doesn't eat too much of his stamina, but at the same time, you got to win the rounds.
I've been very interested in this.
Oh, nice left hook to the body, into straight to the head, and he hits it again. It seems like it's a bit of a signature combination here.
Orthodox to southpaw, so the 1-2 is going to get in very well for both men. Nice uppercut there on the bell there from Sean.
Very effective work there.
I believe that's another round for Sean.
Cody has been known to be a slow starter, but he really has to pick something up here because Sean's getting into a rhythm, and the one thing you really don't want is a pressure fighter, or well, he's not even fighting a pressure fighter, is a on-top fighter like Sean that makes sure he's definitely not going to get into that rhythm. So what do you think he should do here going into round 3? How would you approach it if you were Cody's corner?
I think he personally needs to make Sean work harder. He needs to keep it closer. Needs to keep his guard up, and he needs to work Sean's body a bit more. Because we see Sean still at 100% stamina, and in my opinion, he took both of those first 2 rounds just based on activity, based on beautiful combinations. So I think Peterson needs to keep it closer, contrary to maybe what some others would believe. And we're in our 3rd round. Beautiful lead uppercut again, just at the end of a combination there from Sean. I mean, what a great event this is so far. And it's only going to be get better with a wonderful main event. But here we are in our co-main event in the 3rd round. Oh, beautiful. Catches Sean in the middle of his combination there, Peterson. Oh, another nice one. Just catches him in the middle. I think that's another thing Peterson needs to try and do is catch Sean in the middle. Because Sean's throwing those big combinations. Peterson just needs to give Sean a bit of make Sean have a bit of more respect for him. Nice body work there though from Peterson. Mixed up the levels nicely there. Sean having a bit more trouble finding the target this round. Because Peterson's trying to catch him in between. But lands a nice lead uppercut. Lovely. Oh, now Sean's putting them together, but Peterson's doing the right thing here in this 4th round. He's going to Sean's body and he's having success there. And then he's trying to catch Sean in the middle of his combinations. You see, Sean isn't going for them as much because he's got more respect for Peterson now. He isn't going in there with guard looking to land combination. Peterson landed some nice, good punches there. Good, solid power punches. This has been a much better round for Peterson now. I think this is his round. End of round 3. A little stare down at the end there. Maybe Peterson growing in some confidence there from that round. Still a very tough round.
Yeah, definitely a tight round. And like Ricky mentioned earlier, you definitely like seeing Sean having from being the defensive type of fighter and bringing him off of his back foot, 'cause we know that's where his strong suit is. So he was having success doing that earlier on in the first couple of rounds. This round, he was kind of a little bit more aggressive, which allowed Peterson to do a little bit more counter punching in between his combinations and things of that nature, which was why it resulted in a much better round for Peterson.
Yeah. He mixed it up to the body and then clear the Atlas scorecard. Yeah, I think that's exactly the way that most of us
Unofficial scorecard 28-27 to Sugar Show Man. I think that's right. I think we all agree that sounds about right. Peterson, can he build on that now? He's got momentum from the first round. How's he going to go about it? Straight away, he's been more aggressive. Oh, nice double hook there by Peterson. They both landed there. A bit more of his jab now coming from Sean O'Malley. Maybe he's thinking that, he understands that he needs to stop this momentum straight away, but he's not doing very good. He's not throwing his jab with any sort of conviction at all. Oh, nice uppercut there. And that's the problem. That's what you can't do. You can't throw that lazy jab out there because you'll get counted all day by those huge uppercuts there by Cody.
Nice 1-2 there from Cody. No, Cody. There in the end. Nice defense there from Sugar Sean.
Very straight from Old Alley. And the 1,
Oh,
2.
2 straights.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
sneaky body shot.
Invest in the
Like the
body
last
work.
round,
It's the time to do it.
Next Gen versus Noob crew. Oh, now Sean goes to the body himself. Not as much effect on that body shot, but those ones are going to add up still. Big whiff there for Sean the man. Lands beautiful 1-2, but does get caught in the middle. Once again, beautiful counter punching, beautiful uppercut, Cody Peterson. And that's what he's going to look to do. He's going to look to catch Sean in the middle, and it's been a very tight round at the moment. But currently, I'd say Sean has the edge in this round just because of his early counter punching. But you know that whatever you do late in the rounds may have a chance to sway the judges. We're seeing that Cody Peterson here just looking for the big cut punch in the middle of Sean's combos. Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
around.
One thing that he's doing really well here, Sean, is if you notice, he's always circling to his right. So he's always making sure he's got that power hand to go straight through the Philly shell of Cody. Whereas Cody, obviously, he's the right-hand fighter, and he's saying to his right, he can't quite get the same angle. And that's why Sean's having such success going straight through that Philly shell with a straight. Cody really needs to recognize what's happening here and understand that he's always on moving to his right and maybe intercept it with a step check left hook or even like a counter body uppercut.
Yeah, for sure.
A good call.
Who is for the main event? I mean, I know who I want to win and who I think will win, but I think it's a very interesting bout for many reasons. Just so I say that Sean's learned some very nice combinations here. Just to open up this 5th round.
I definitely think this is where you have to be if you're Sean here. I mean, if you want to have a chance to win the fight, because I think, having Cody coming forward is definitely where you rather be rather than pushing the pace against him. We can utilize that counter punching so well off of his back foot. So he definitely has the right game plan here, trying to bring him forward rather than, marching forward himself and running into a lot of shots. Will definitely give him a better chance to win.
Yeah, I'm like him. More punching in between from Cody Peterson, just making Sean miss and then making him pay. But he's just being a bit of a statutory target at the moment. Nice defense there from Sean, and the defense from both men has been very good now. I think Sean's not committing as much as he did early because he knows that he has been countered a fair bit since. But I'm liking how he's coming out to this 5th round, just working, and then when he's not working, he's trying to stay out of range a bit more now because he knows that Peterson's looking for the punch in the middle. As he finds a beautiful uppercut there, Cody Peterson.
He's definitely doing the right thing. I mean, like, you can see there's moments where he has the opportunity to, kind of walk forward and push. Oh, catch him with a big right there. Oh, he puts him down. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Beautiful right hand there from Malley. Puts Cody Peterson down in this 5th round, and that adds a little bit of drama there. What a beautiful knockdown that was. Fully clean.
What a shot. Catches him right as he drops the block. Now, if I'm Sean here, you could just take that round. You could basically have that round in your bag. You have that for sure. And you're looking pretty comfortable, I would think, in this fight so far. At least how I would have it. You're pretty comfortable, so Cody's gonna have to mix it up to, be able to come win some of these rounds.
Yeah, for sure. Just a very dramatic end to the round. Beautiful right hook drops him. Round number 6, looking for that jab to start out. That lead uppercut's been working very well for him. You see the little gap in the Philly shell guard of Cody Peterson in this mixed stance matchup.
Try to bait him in and get the counter right there to Cody. Good combination from Sean.
What do you think Cody has to do more, do you reckon, Dart?
I'd probably say a couple things he could probably do a little bit better is kind of move in and out, mix up his timing, because like you mentioned, he's standing there a little bit too much, which is like easy work for someone to throw combinations at you. And they know you're just going to be standing right in front of them, might be moving around a little bit more, utilizing some more shots to the body, And kind of trying to bait, like, see right here, every time Cody's standing right there stepping in, he's eating a punch coming from Sean. So maybe I would try to bait out one of those punches and look for a counter straight and stop standing in front of him as much as he's doing. You want to move back, like right there is a good example. Move in a little bit, move back, kind of made him throw some punches, then move back in, then get yours, and then get back out because he's standing in front of him a little bit too much at the moment.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. I think we saw the most success from Cody when he was trying to time Sean in the middle of his combos, but mix up to the body of Sean O'Malley and then look for those punches in the middle, just making a little bit uncomfortable to trade combos. And you see Sean's respect for Cody Peterson starting to go down a bit more, and he's starting to put back in the combinations. Maybe not so much as he did in the first few rounds, but he doesn't really need to.
Yeah, definitely. So,
Nice
like right there,
combination.
perfect example of what we're talking about.
Yeah, crisp 1-2.
Big shots right there from Sean as the round comes to an end.
Thank you to everyone tuned in on YouTube. It's been a very highly skilled chess match, which is exactly what we expect to see in the co-main event of such a wonderful event. Of course, still more to come. We've already done half of our 12-round bout. I think you'll have to think that Sean O'Malley is up in this one, but there's definitely a lot of life left in Cody Peterson. I'm looking forward to seeing how he implements this going into the 7th round here.
And definitely plenty more rounds to go for Cody here. He could definitely still turn things around. He's going to need some, some big shots in these next couple of rounds. Probably will need a knockdown, but he definitely could still be close on the cards. So I mean, like I mentioned, there's plenty of rounds left. So if he just works efficiently, takes these rounds, definitely could still win this fight. I mean, he's not out of this fight by any means.
Yeah, I agree. Nice mixing of the levels there from Sean O'Malley.
Good work right there at the combination. And circling out and avoiding the power shots coming back from Cody. Good work right there from Sean.
I think we definitely need to see that Lewis White and West rematch on our next event.
I would definitely be looking forward to that. That was a great fight, and I would definitely be looking forward to seeing the run back of that fight. Both guys were putting in great work during that. Very exciting, action-packed fight from both gentlemen.
Yeah, for sure. And just as we were talking, I saw uppercut rips back Sean's head. I saw Sean kind of bait Cody in and then dig into the body when Cody was reacting. Very smart there for Sean O'Malley, just as he got countered though there.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you think you're up in a fight, you never want to just get complacent, and that's how you end up losing some of the back end rounds. So you definitely want to keep your opponent on their toes, like Sean's doing right now. He's done some great work this round, and you definitely want to keep with the same game plan, but also kind of still mix it up where you don't become too predictable.
Oh, uppercut just ripped back Sean O'Malley's head there.
Looks like Peterson's really looking for that jab, rear hook or rear uppercut multiple times there.
Yeah. I think it's more than a specific shot there. I think, in my opinion, he needs to just look to time him in the middle of combinations.
Yeah, definitely so.
I think that's a big mistake for Peterson.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree. You can see we're past round 7, and you see 100% stamina basically for Sean O'Malley. So
yeah, and 63 in favour of Sean O'Malley there from the Atlas. Of course, we've got the 3 SFC judges scoring this IBO title match. Nice counterpunch there. Oh, nice counter to the body there, Peterson. I think he's just got a grasp that he is down by a fair bit, at least going by to the Atlas. So, of course, we know that the SFC judges do vary a fair bit.
Good shots right now from Sean.
Yeah,
I mean, like we figured he would be in complete control at this point in the fight, and we know that Cody's gonna need something pretty big here to get himself back into it. definitely gonna have to get at least a few knockdowns, in my opinion, which is definitely possible. Like he landed a good and a double uppercut combination right there. He's still right there, but it's just like Sean's just getting just enough damage in and better the exchanges, and then gets back out like right there to
Yeah.
avoid any big shots.
I think one thing that we we're talking about with Flores earlier is that he's not doing more than he has to win the round, really.
Yep, great point. Great point.
Oh, nice mixing up the levels there from Sean. Oh, gets caught by a nice little lead uppercut there from Cody Peterson. It's usually quite a good weapon of Cody Peterson out of his odd fights I've seen. He hasn't really used it as much in this bout. Maybe he just hadn't found the opportunities.
He's probably trying to pick his shots and trying. Oh, he comes in and gets caught with a big straight. He's probably gonna go down here again. He's needs some big shots. He's out of the Roxy, but he might go into another one soon. He's still damaged. Oh wow,
Yeah,
survives.
Toughness from Cody Peterson, though. That's great.
Great defense right there to stay up.
Little bit of marking above the eye.
What do you think Peterson needs to do now?
I think he just needs to go back looking for timing.
On the straight.
Yeah, he needs to go back to like timing, mixing up the body and head. Because Sean's very hard to hit up top on its own. Looking maybe for some 1-2s as well. And that was a nice lead uppercut there. And just looking to time Sean O'Malley when Sean O'Malley's throwing his combinations, looking for the big shots. And as Patton said, the straight.
You see, Cody's fighting this fight as if it's still the first few rounds, and he puts the pressure on, but then he backs off. I don't like the fact that he's backing off. You need to get a knockdown here, or a knockout here, or at least a lot of knockdowns. So he doesn't need to back off there. Just stay in the pocket. Stay, make Sean throw, and he'll actually give you more counter opportunities that way.
Yeah. I think like we were saying the other week, Brommy, I think we were saying just that presence being in front of someone makes them throw unnecessary shots. And like you said, gives them the counter opportunities. Beautiful body counter there, just as we're talking from Peterson.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Most people are nervous fighters. So just being close to them, they feel like they have to throw. So just the presence there is going to offer more opportunities for Cody, which is exactly what he needs, because I think it's fair to say he needs a knockout here.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
He's backing off. He's backing off. You don't need to do it. You have to get a knockout. You have to push forward and push forward. Every time he gets success, it's fleeting because you can't build it. Although that's a nice straighter counter straight there. You see how he's getting more counter opportunities because he's just staying in the pocket more. He's not backing up.
And it took a drain on Sean's stamina as well. I think that's like the first time we've seen that in this fight. And to round number 10, Cody Peterson needs to make something big happen now, in my opinion. And I think in the opinion of most, he does find a good left-right there.
I tend to agree, especially what Brommy was saying about, Peterson like getting some good shots off, then moving back and then moving back in. Like at this point in the fight, you need to do something huge right now to get yourself a chance to win this. So I would definitely be staying in the pocket and just pushing Sean back. I'm not backing up anymore during this fight because I know I have to get something big. And like you said, that's going to open up more counter opportunities if we trade in the pocket with Sean. So like I wouldn't be backing up against the ropes, certainly getting backed up myself during this point in the fight. You definitely want to keep the pressure on your opponent, knowing you have to get something big right now.
Yeah, I'm liking what we're seeing here from Cody in this next run.
Yeah, like right where he is right now is where he needs to be. Like pushing Sean back, staying in the pocket. You're gonna eat some shots. Like there's like I know you want you have the muscle memory of backing up once you take a little bit of damage from a shot. Like at this point, you're gonna eat a shot if you're in that pocket. But you just gotta accept that and keep fighting to try to get you a knockdown.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one to do there. Still to come on main event, very tactical bout. I think we'll be breaking that down after this fight.
Yeah.
Although I will be taking a quick shower once I run up. Assuming this bout goes the distance.
Smelly Urbina.
Good shots.
Yeah, I'm not. The shot selection from both men has been outstanding in this matchup, and it just shows these sanctioning bodies do know the right guys to sanction a tighter contest for. We're seeing very high level boxing here. As we're about to go into the 11th round, I would.
Yeah.
Whose round would you say that was?
That was a closer round. I just like it's like all these rounds are somewhat close to an extent, but I just think that the counter punching right there from Cody was better. But like Sean is still landing a good amount of shots. It looks like they gave that to Sean as well. Like I was about to say, I was giving that to him as well. He's landing some good shots. That scorecard is pretty close to what I would have on mine as well. I think it's
Yeah.
just the fact that Cody's backing up once he gets his guy. If he just stayed coming forward for most of it, I probably would prefer that.
Yeah.
But at this point, like I know he's probably taking some damage. Also, I'm not sure where his stamina. His stamina is usually pretty good, so I'm sure he's fine on stamina. But besides that, like Sean's done a great job of managing this fight pretty well. He hasn't really came forward a whole lot, like as far as like fighting like typical pressure, like he normally would, which because he knows that would play straight into Cody's hands. He's been trying to keep the center of the ring and kind of stay like not going across the line, as they say, too much, getting too aggressive, just because he doesn't want to give him too many counter opportunities.
Yeah, it seems like he's just kind of, for the most part, picking Peterson off at range when he needs to, and then mixing up his range, coming in close to land some of those lead uppercuts. Although I'm liking what I'm seeing from Peterson this round. Although I feel like he gave away a fair bit early.
Yeah, but at this point, like we already have come to the conclusion at this point where like we know like you got to give yourself the best chance to win. And like the more opportunity that you have staying in the pocket throwing shots, the better chances you'll have. Like all the time that you spend backing up, those are like seconds ticking off the clock where like you're not getting any punches in.
Oh yeah, I just meant this round because I felt like Sean landed too many combinations early on, but now Peterson's finding his range, and I think maybe he's got the edge in this round now. Just
Yeah, I
needs to not
definitely
give
agree.
it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Specifically in the beginning of the round, Sean did get off a good amount of combinations. Like right there again, another good combination. Cody ends the round going to the body. It could have been. I could see that round going to Cody right there. I might have still gave the edge to Sean, just for the sheer amount of combinations he landed. But I could still see it going either way in that round.
Yeah, there have been a fair few swing rounds, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see some varying scorecards in this bout. Going into our final round, Cody Peterson needs to make something really big here. I mean, I don't think there's any other way to say it. I think he needs to knock out in this one.
Yeah, definitely needs to knock out. Let's see what he decides to do in the 12th and final round of the fight. Good shot to the body right there.
I mean, we've got a great commentary team on tonight. Beautiful work.
That was gorgeous right there.
From Cody Peterson. The boxing prowess from both men has just been spectacular to see. And we're seeing it in this 12th and final round. Really sets up nicely to our main event. I think.
Oh my goodness! Oh man, he must have. I think he might have Peterson hurt here. He might be hurt.
God.
Like he took some big shots from that combination right there. Gives one right there though. Good shots from Cody. Oh man, both guys are trading now.
Yeah, I think Cody's recovered now.
Yeah, I think he's definitely recovered now. He was taking some big shots, the combination. That was smart of Sean as well, though. Like, you don't need to like rush in and try to like put him down. Like, you have the fight in the bag, for the most part. So there's really no need for you to push the pace and like risk getting a counter shotted right there and put down. So that's probably why he didn't really engage too much once he saw. Oh man, that was a huge hook.
Those already help Sean find his range, those lead uppercuts.
Mm. He's landed some big shots this round. Cody's still looking for a good shot. So counter opportunity to throw something big. Tries to mix that body head. Gets a counter shot to the body right there. That was nice. And that's going to do it. Oh man, big shots to end the round right there from
And we're
Sean.
at the end of the fight. Great performance there from Sean O'Malley. Very strong heart shown there by Cody Peterson. And what a great championship match in general. Both men should be proud of themselves. And the free scoring judges send their scorecards to me, and I will read them out.
Alright, here's the decision. Coming Sean O'Malley versus Cody Peterson.
Okay. Actually, yeah, who is scoring this one? I know I'm one of them.
I'm not sure I was on the official judges table for this one, although I did score it as well. So if needed, I can send in cards as well.
Yeah, Doc, it turns out that you were on the official judges card. So if you official judges table, so if you send me your scorecard, I'll read that out.
Yep, gotcha. Sending over right now.
Thank you. Just letting on one more score. There we are. And we have all the scorecards, so I can confirm, ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Judge 1 and 2 score this contest 116 to 111. Judge 3 scores this contest 115 to 112. For your winner and the new IBO champion, Sean O'Malley. Congratulations.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Great performance.
Great performance from Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, very good performance, very good combinations.
Yeah, very good work. Now it's time for our main event. LX Dark Sniper versus Benjammy1994.
What a fight this is going to be. Two high level players. It's going to be one that's going to be very intriguing to call for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think there's so many variables in this matchup, especially in the SFC rules. I'm going to be interested to see how Sniper adjusts to it. Of course, Benjammy's 2-0 in the SFC.
Yep, those two wins.
So on that
Right.
basis, I would urge it to Benjammy, but we know LS Sniper is extremely capable, and I wouldn't be surprised if either man wins this one. But I just think down to that, I think Benjammy is the betting favourite in this one.
I would have to agree there. I mean, I definitely think Benjammy is like, especially with a experience fighting in multiple different fight night leagues, especially like currently at the moment. You know, also being probably, I would have to say one of the best probably combination punchers that I've played against. Definitely, probably is the best combination puncher I've played against. He's very smart. He has also very good counter shots as well. I mean, he basically has everything you would need. That's why he's one of the, you know, he's still like, I think he's like top 20 still all time on the Fight Night leaderboards. So,
Yeah, it's a great fight, and I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. Like it's just going to be a great matchup, and I think it's a matchup a lot of people have been wanting to see for a while.
definitely going to be a good matchup, especially seeing Mr. LX Dark Sniper coming into the ring against Mr. Benjammy. It's going to be it's very, very interesting matchup.
Here we are. We've got the tail of the tape for this 12-round bout. We see, yeah, Benjammy is the betting favourite in this one, but we don't know Alex Dark Sniper's CAF statistics, but Benjammy came in as the heavier man in the weigh-in, so we're going to see him try and utilise that in this contest.
Anyways, it is main event time. So let's just get to it.
Interesting. I definitely see him trying to utilize it. Okay, actually, here we go. We actually have the fight coming up right now. Like I said, I wanted to see the statistics of Dark Sniper's boxer. I was curious to see what build you kind of go with, and it looks like they actually have a very similar build between the two.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a very, very quick shower for the main event, so I'll see you guys on the other end.
All right.
See ya. Yeah, both of these guys, they have much experience in the head-to-head world, trying to transition to SFC. Benjammy does have the advantage in SFC. He does have the advantage in SFC experience, as he has 2 wins, no losses, going to Mike Granger and Clark Kent. Those 2 victories from Bradley. And here we go. Benjammy, Mike Bradley, and Alex Dark Sniper Ricardo Martinez.
Yes, I am back. Yeah, there goes Ricardo Martinez or Alex Dark Sniper. He will be facing Benjammy1994 in this main event. Should be a good one. Benjammy, 2-0. Beating Mike Granger and Clark Kent. So here we go.
I'm very
Sniper
excited
coming
for
out
this
in that textbook, huh? Should be a good fight.
Yes, I'm very excited for this one.
Bradley does kind of look like Sean O'Malley out there, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Our last bout, Sean O'Malley won the unanimous decision over Cody Peterson.
Oh, beautiful combinations by Bradley or Benjammy. Man, this is such a big fight, a super fight out in the fight night champion community.
Yeah,
You know,
especially here in
Alex.
Essex.
Yeah, you know, Alex. You already know Alex. That's pretty much his whole channel. His whole channel goal is to go around and snipe the top 100 players.
Yep, and really his goal is just to snipe and expose. Can
Yep,
he
snipe and
expose?
expose.
Can he snipe and expose Benjammy tonight? That was smooth. I think
Oh,
that was
beautiful body shots by Sniper.
good counter
Oh,
by
nice
Sniper.
straight. Good push there. Beautiful body
Good
work.
counter
Oh,
from
nice
LX.
pullback straight there by Sniper. Sniper is staying. He's doing a great job here on the back foot. Beautiful 1-2. Sniper,
He's looking real
obviously.
good. Looking real good right now. I think it's going to come down to who has the better game off of their back foot so far. We've
Yeah.
seen Sniper in the earlier round, in the earlier part of that round. He's being the aggressor with Benjammy on his back foot. And at the end of that round, Benjammy is the aggressor, having Sniper on the back foot.
Man, this is just an incredible fight.
Yeah, Sniper doing a great job here. Great job fighting off of the back foot. Like we said,
Just
that's his
popping
whole
his
channel.
tail.
Bradley,
Nice
oh,
counter
nice
from
uppercut
LX.
there by Sniper. Sniper has some good counters. That's the third notable one that I've seen from him so far.
And Jamie trying to go to the body.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's doing a
beautiful
great
body
job
work
countering
there.
right now. Man, both guys are doing a good job countering so far in the fight. Ooh, cuts him right there in the middle of his combination.
Yep. Sniper's work rate is crazy off of the back foot.
Yeah, definitely is. And it's actually pretty insane, like, especially someone with the work rate with the combinations as Benjammy. You know, it's pretty, you really have to keep the output coming off your back foot. Otherwise, you're going to be letting these rounds slip away because Benjammy's output coming forward with his combinations is really unmatched, in my opinion. But Sniper is really matching the output off the back foot so far. It's pretty impressive to see and landing some good shots. Mm.
Nice work from
Oh
Benjammy.
my goodness. Big shots from Benjammy right now.
Who he has Alex Dark Sniper on the ropes right now. Well, off of him now. Good
Ooh,
work from
Sniper
Ben.
digging to the body.
Good counter from Alex.
Here we go. Now Sniper coming forward and Benjammy on the back foot. Very interesting to see the dichotomy of this fight so far. We're seeing both players having to be on their back foot and both of them also coming forward as well. Just shows you the versatility and how high level both of these players are. Here we go. Benjammy coming forward, looking for the combinations.
Uppercuts.
Oh man, big shots right there from Benjammy. Goes down to the body now. Oh man, nice combination work right now from Benjammy.
Nice work from
Doing
Ben.
big work early this round. And Sniper's gonna have to land some shots right now if he wants to get this round back so far. Benjammy's done a lot of work this round already, which is basically giving him the round in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh man, the combination punches from Ben, like the combinations just start flowing. Typically, you
Yeah.
won't see them really come out on his back foot. Typically, he'll throw them when he's on his front foot right now. But right now, he's letting them flow from both sides of the ring. Mm.
Great work from Benjammy right now.
But if you're Benjammy, you still need to be careful because Sniper's noticing the combination punches, and he's caught Benjammy in the middle of his combinations a few times now. So definitely still got to be mindful of that for sure.
About less than a minute to go in round 3.
Mm. Ooh.
The combination there by Benjammy. Good defense. Good body work there by Sniper, though.
Good movement in and out.
Great movement by both men. You can see that both of them are very very experienced.
I think I would have it 2-1 Benjammy right now.
Yeah, I have it 29-28.
Yep, there it is.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, the official judges have. I forgot.
Whew, man.
Yeah. Benjammy starting to light Sniper up a little bit.
Yeah, that combination punching from Ben, I'm telling you, is different. It's different. You'll notice most people who throw a lot of combinations, they usually typically use the same combinations over and over again. But you'll see
Oh, that was a
Benjammy.
beautiful counter there, though.
Nice
Big counter shots right now from Sniper. Oh my goodness, and Ben gives him one back. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're throwing right
it's
now.
a brawl out here in the 4th round.
Ooh.
Really starting to let their hands go.
Oh yeah. And Sniper's starting to catch on to a little bit of the patterns of Benjammy. He's trying to counter the combination punching a little bit now. And you saw that right there in that flurry right there. He was able to get some good counter shots off. And now he's back pressing Benjammy up against the ropes.
Oh, that was a
shit
beautiful
from
power
the
straight
Sniper.
there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And we're back. From what I'm seeing here, they're doing it Mexican style.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
brawling right
very
now.
fun. Very fun fight.
Oh, man. Great jab right now from Sniper. He had like the perfect
Yeah.
range on that jab. Hit him with it multiple times.
Oh, beautiful straight there by Sniper. He's able to catch Benjammy with.
I'm liking how the styles are matching up here.
Yeah, it's been a great one so far. You didn't mention this earlier, but Sniper. Rarely have we seen tonight someone in the textbook block with the textbook block. We see
Yeah.
Sniper is utilizing that textbook
Making it
block.
work. You know, when you have all that head-to-head experience, most of the fighters in head-to-head are using textbook. And I actually think that there's actually more fighters that use the cross block than Philly Shell. So that textbook experience comes very in handy in head-to-head.
Yeah, for
Definitely.
sure.
Oh, nice combination from Sniper.
Whew,
Oh,
man.
good
I'm
one
loving
too
the
there for
work
Sniper,
behind
and that stung Benjamin.
Probably one of the best jabs I've seen.
Definitely. And that was like that triple G type.
5th round of our main event, Sniper and the black trunks mixed with blue and red, and
That counter there.
Benjamin in the Irish trunks.
I'm really loving the way that their styles are gelling.
Ooh,
Like
nice
sometimes with all
counter.
the naughty little yeah, with sometimes with the top level fighters, you don't see the styles gel very well. But I think in this case, it really is.
I mean,
Nice
this is
pushback.
just like, man, this is a firefight so far. Very high
Yep,
level,
things have slowed
technical.
down.
Whew.
Nice body work there from Benjammy.
Mm.
Oh, the beautiful combinations there from Alex Dark Sniper.
Good work by Sniper and leaning back to avoid the straights.
What a great fight, man.
Yeah, this is a great fight so far. Both guys high level. technical. I mean, we're seeing it all right now. We're seeing defense, counter shots, combination punching, good jabs. I mean, we're seeing it all right now. Ooh. Oh my goodness! Big counter shot from Sniper.
Yeah, Sniper's gonna keep getting those counters all night.
Oh man, this
Seems
is
that he's catching on
tough.
to Benjamin style.
Man, this is a tough fight to score right now. This is like, it's so close in these
past
rounds.
2 rounds, man.
It's so
I guarantee
close.
we've all got it different. I feel like Sniper's getting a bit more momentum now. He's finding those counter punches behind that beautiful jab.
Yep,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
he's not letting Benjamin land the combinations as much as possible.
Yep, definitely good call
Oh.
there. I mean, that jab that Sniper has, I mean, he really is, like, really leaning on that heavily, especially when he's walking Benjammy down. He's doing a great job of utilizing that jab and you keeping that distance. He's using that as a distance finder very well. Ooh, Ben's looking for the, oh man, good defense right there from
Beautiful
Sniper.
defense.
My
Yeah, that
goodness.
was great defense there by Sniper.
Who do you
Sniper
think has got the
definitely
stamina
knows how
advantage?
to use that textbook block.
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. Maybe Benjamin? Stamina advantage?
Yeah, it's tough right now to call who has it. Sniper doing some great work this round, though. I think he's getting the better Ben in this round so far.
He is. It seems, I'm not sure if this is something I just noticed, but I'm not sure if Ben was in Southpaw the whole time. I think he just made
switched at the start of the round. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see what he can possibly get out of that. Ben not being too aggressive, we've seen in his past few bouts he did have a few stamina problems at the end of the fight, which caused him to get knocked down by Mike Granger twice in his last bout.
Big shot right there from Sniper because of the big straight.
Sniper's going for a knockdown.
Oh,
Sniper
good defense.
working the
Oh man,
body.
great defense
For the
from Benjammy.
knockdown.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he gets another counter. It's a full-on firefight
Oh my
here on round number
goodness.
6.
They're doing it Mexican.
Oh my goodness, that was great defense in the corner right there from Benjammy. Barely any punches landed right there. Oh! Sniper gets him with the big straight. Oh my goodness.
The straight.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa. Alex Dark Sniper.
Beautiful knockdown.
Wow.
What a round for
What a
Alex
fight this has been so
Sniper.
far.
What a fight.
Oh
What
my
a fight,
goodness.
man.
Oh my
Holy
goodness.
cow. This has been a great fight and a great main event. Man. That was a beautiful knockdown by Sniper there. Only
Absolutely.
issue I have with Sniper right now is what is his stamina looking like. I'd say early 90s. Maybe I'd say low 90s, high 80s. I'd say.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I think that's pretty. Pretty good. Probably guess for his stamina. I mean, right now, like I would assume it's still pretty. It has to be pretty decent right now. But like we mentioned, he caught on to that timing of the combinations and like the timing of the overall punches for Benjammy. And you could definitely tell he made adjustments from those opening rounds to the middle rounds now.
Yep,
Sniper's
indeed.
going to remind me of a Roberto round.
I'm loving what I'm seeing right now.
Benjamin off. Good 1, 2, good 1, 2, 3. Good check hook there.
Ooh, big combinations right there from Ben.
Back in it. Alex just trying to fend off here. He knows that he's winning the fight. Or he at least has a 1-round lead. So I think he's taking this round off to regain stamina, staying on the back foot. But this is what you see in high level fights. You see, some good front foot game and some good back foot game as well.
Sniper, very good job.
I mean, I think that's really the mark of a really high level player. Someone who can not only play coming forward, but can also play off their back foot as well, both effectively. We've seen both guys do it effectively so far in this fight. Oh my goodness, right now, the combinations from Ben. So many punches coming. He needs to be careful right now because Sniper has been doing a great job countering him.
Good 1, 2 there by Sniper.
Ooh.
And this has been a great fight so
Oh,
far.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Lead body. Hook.
Mm.
we've seen Benjammy down before, but he's never been out for the count, and he's come back and
Oh.
gotten wins. Can he come back this time?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Combinations from both
Yeah,
men.
It's
Just
it's
from
like a
Alex.
George Cambosis, Teofimo Lopez type fight here.
Yeah,
That's a
Guys
great
just
call
throwing.
on the comparison. Great
Yeah.
call. Oh my goodness. Oh man, a big straight again from Sniper. This is where he's having his most success when he has Benjammy on the back foot. That's when he's really, really opening up. Another great round, man.
what a fight.
the
I have to
judges.
guess that Benjamin's saving his stamina for later on in the fight. That has to
No.
be my guess. But time is ticking. We only have 4 more rounds, but he is coming out here a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah, and he has the stamina to do so. So he definitely
Yeah,
can open
the
up
8th
if he
round.
wants to.
Sniper showcasing some great defense here, pushing Benjamin off, pumping the block. Good 1-2s.
Oof.
You see the push whenever Benjamin isn't punching, he's pushing because when you try to push when someone punches, you're gonna eat about 2 free shots to the face. So he's doing a good time in that push and looking for counters as well.
Man, he's doing a great job off of his back foot against Ben right now.
Oh,
A
now he's
great
playing
job.
momentum.
And also, both of these
Awesome.
men have fight men's finest.
Oh, nice straight there by Alex.
Good counter right there from Ben. Oh my goodness, good counter shots from both guys right there.
Yeah, thank you to Jacob Evans for working with me on this one.
Indeed. Cannot wait to work with you some more on these pay-per-view cards.
Yeah, you
Good
have
push off by Sniper.
the best
We
business
need more of
partners
this in boxing. Cross promotion, the fans always win. Good shots
Yeah, for
again.
sure. He's finding some success with that angled straight.
The best business partners in SFC right now are probably Next Gen X Noob crew.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And that jab from Sniper.
maybe
He has a
Ryan's
great
time to
jab.
follow Cookie soon.
Yeah. A great jab and a great straight as well. As he tries to use it there. 1-2. 1-1-1-2.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Benjammy in that round.
Yeah, that was a close round. Close round again. The only round that's really been like clear cut to me is when the round that Sniper's gotten the drop. But each other round, it's been super competitive. Both guys have had their moments.
Ooh, beautifully looked at. No.
And Ben moving in and out right there, trying to bait
Killing
out
on
a
the back
punch
foot, I
from.
see.
Yep.
Making Benjamin come to him. Now Sniper's going to come forward a little bit.
Oh, this has been such a good
Oh,
fight.
nice uppercut. But he gets hit with a left hook there by Benjamin, though.
So many momentum shifts.
Yeah, that's why it's insane so far.
Just the pure skill of both men.
Oh, nice straight by Alex.
Uppercut. Another one right there.
Oh, beautiful hook.
Ooh. Benjammy caught him right there with a big left hook.
Oh, good push off there by Alex. Making sure.
And now you can kind of see why this is the fight that so many FNC fans wanted to see.
Yeah.
Especially the hardcore fans that, truly know who Benjamin is, and even a casual fan to look at the leaderboards and still get pumped for this fight, Almost all of the
Definitely.
Fight Night Champion community knows Alex Dark Sniper for his trash talking and how his ability is to snipe the top 100 players. And if you look at the top 100 of all time in Fight Night Champion, you see Benjamin up there in the top 20, and Alex has not fought him yet.
Yep. So, well, now some Fight Night fans'
So I forgot about
dreams come
the
true
chicken.
as they had now scoring.
Went to round number 10. No clue how this one's being scored.
Crazy fight so far. It's
Someone needs
just
to put their
tough to
mark on it.
score.
Great fight through 10 so far. Alex is doing a good job of staying disciplined here,
Ooh.
not going all out. Throwing the 1-2, popping out the jab, pumping the block, pushing off when things get crazy for him.
Yeah, I have not seen many people be able to fight effectively on the back foot against Benjammy. So definitely credit to Sniper for that. Not many people have been able to do that at all.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see Benjammy use some of that stamina. I think he will next round onward.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah.
He has to. He has to.
There's no point in ending
I think he's
fight
also
with
worried about unloading with combinations because of the counter punching so far that's been coming from Sniper as well.
nice counter
He's been getting
punch from
countered
Ben.
pretty well when he's been unloading on Sniper.
Oh, nice counter
Jab.
again.
Jab.
Yeah, stiff jab.
I like what I see from Benjammy.
I think
This
Benjamin
fight.
wants Sniper to come forward. I think so
Yeah.
he could have. I'm not sure why, but yeah, he wants him to come forward. Like we said, next round will tell us. That was a beautiful slip there by Bradley or Benjamin.
Because Benjammy's really good at picking people off coming forward. I think that's what he's trying to do with Sniper.
And Sniper realizes that too. You'll see that's why he's pumping.
Oh,
He
that was
pumps
a
his
nice
jab a
straight there,
lot too.
Benjamin.
Great way to end the round right there. Let's see what.
Ooh, and the unofficial judges have it 95-94 for Dwight Bradley.
1 point fight so far from the Fight Night judges. It is that close. It's that close of a fight.
Oh,
Crazy
nice
fight so
counter there
far.
by Alex.
Oh my
Alex
goodness.
getting the counters that he needs
Oh
now.
my,
And there goes
again
another
with
one.
the counter shot.
And this is why Benjamin did not want to fight.
That's what I'm
You know,
saying.
didn't want. Oh, there goes another one.
Oh my goodness.
Benjamin will switch back to southpaw.
Oh,
And there
again to
goes
the
another
body.
counter by Alex.
Alex doing great with
Oh
these
my
counters
goodness,
right
they're
now.
just
That's
throwing
straight
right
to the
now.
body.
Oh
that
my
was a
goodness,
beautiful
he's two big
position by
uppercuts.
Benjamin. Alex pushes off.
They're going
Oh
to
my
war.
goodness, he's pushing him back right
They're
now.
going
Oh
for
man.
here in round
The
11.
combination punching. The combination
The
punching from
uppercut
Benjammy's coming out.
Benjamin. Alex going to push off once again. Looking for counters is Alex. Slipping punches as well. Tries for the backstep straight, no good.
So like this in round 11, imagine how they're going to be in round 12.
Good 1-2s.
Ooh, oh my
Good-
goodness, right
good
now
uppercut by
Benjammy
Benjamin.
is putting in work.
Benjamin working the combinations. Alex with a beautiful guard, not letting him get through.
Oh my goodness.
The body work by Benjamin.
Oh my goodness.
Man, the body work.
Oh my
Alex still pushing.
goodness.
Something telling me Alex is hurt. I know Benjamin sees it as well.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
He puts him down with the uppercut.
Drops Alex in round 11.
Returns the knockdown count.
He gets the knockdown back. Here we go.
Wow.
20 seconds left. That switch to southpaw might have helped Benjamin.
I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Fight of the year.
Yeah.
Count.
That was a
man.
straight there by Sniper in return.
This has been a
Wow,
crazy
what a
fight.
round. What a round there by Benjamin.
Yeah, Alex scored a knockdown back earlier, and now Benjammy scored a knockdown of his own in round 11. Now we're going into round 12.
Comes down to this final round.
Man,
Benjamin gonna clinch.
Man, I wish this was 15 rounds.
Yeah. Good 1-2 there by Alex.
I could watch this fight all day.
Alex Turner kind of OWC involved, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh,
Oh, big uppercut
Oh
from
man, big
Benjammy.
uppercut. Oh, big
Oh,
hook from
switch
Sniper.
hooks on
Two
the
big
inside.
hooks.
Oh,
And
Another
another
counter
counter.
shot from Sniper.
Oh,
Oh, counter shot from Benjammy. He puts him
big
down
uppercut.
Alex
again.
goes
Oh,
down
Oh
again.
my goodness.
beautiful,
Oh my.
beautiful combo punching, and it was stamina.
Alex gassed himself out there at the end.
Yeah, he might be in trouble here because we know Benjammy is not going to stop the pressure.
I
And
think that's
Alex
gonna
is
put-
actually the one who's going to be coming forward, it seems.
And Ben's
Oh.
going to be effective either way. He's going to be looking to snipe off LX Dark Sniper. Oh, big shots right now
That's
from.
huge.
Oh man, Benjammy's going to put him down again. I think here the combination punching is just overwhelming Sniper right now.
Oh,
The
Sniper
combination
doing a
punching.
good job of staying on his feet. Sniper staying on his feet.
Oh, he's feeling these
there goes
punches right
another
now.
counter.
Guarantee he's feeling these right now. The combinations are just overwhelming
Yeah,
him.
Sniper. The body shots.
Big counter right there from
Benjamin is
Sniper, but I
fine.
don't know if he can
Watch
hold up
out,
against this
watch out.
pressure. Oh, the uppercut again. I don't know if he can hold up under this pressure right now. Benjammy is putting on a clinic right now in this round.
He's doing a great job of
Benjamin.
using his defense.
Oh my goodness, the body shots from Benjammy.
It's him that's
Oh,
putting
another
us
big hook.
on.
Sniper looking like he's trying to survive here.
Yeah, Sniper is going to survive, I believe.
Benjamin's putting his stamp on this fight.
10 seconds left.
Oh my
Ben
goodness.
unloading the
Oh,
combinations. Oh, he rocks him. 10 seconds. Oh, he puts him down again.
Again.
Oh
Again.
my goodness. Oh
What a
my
fight.
goodness.
The
With 3 seconds left, he puts him down again.
puts the
Yeah,
stamp on
so
this.
Sniper must have really been feeling it.
Yeah, he's
Man,
feeling
there's
those
a lot of fights
combinations.
that need to be. There's a lot of fights that need a rematch on this card, and I feel that if we put all three of these fights that need a rematch on the same card and just run them back, then that will be another great card, including this one. But we are
Oh, what
waiting
a
for the
fight.
official judges' scorecards.
Yeah. Guys, if you send me the your scorecards, I'll
Oh, I sent it to him.
What a fight. What
What a
an
fight for
absolute war.
I
That was a
honestly,
great fight.
I honestly wouldn't
Man.
mind seeing a rematch. I would love to see
Yeah.
a rematch.
That was a wonderful fight.
Yeah, it was.
I want to look at these punch stats.
Punch stats. Alex did not go over any limit. Nobody went over any limit. Clean fight. Well, Benjamin did go for the body limit. That is a problem. But yeah, overall, all in all, clean fight.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to say.
2 of the scorecards.
All right, I'll give you mine.
It's been crazy. It's been a crazy.
Those
card.
knockdowns really stamped it for Ben at the end there. I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that was like really the determining factor right there. In my opinion, Benjamin really came out. He knew the fight was close, and he wanted to make sure that he got the better in the end. That he was able to do some great work, especially in that last round.
Yep, here we go. The scorecards.
I've received 2 scorecards. I've received all the scorecards. After 12 rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Judge 1 and Judge 2 score this contest 113 to 111, and Judge 3 scores this contest 114 to 111. All 3 to your winner by unanimous decision. Benjammy1994.
What up?
That
Oh,
was
great.
a great fight, man, by those two, man. That was a very, very fun fight. I want to see a rematch. I want to see a rematch.
That was a
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing a rematch.
Fantastic fight from both guys. Ben, in the end, the fight was extremely razor thin close. Up until those last couple of rounds, I had Sniper up, but then the knockdowns in those last few rounds for Benjammy really gave him the fight, in my opinion. It was just so close. Such a close fight. Those last, like the 11th and 12th, was really going to determine who really took it on the cards. And Ben
Yeah.
came out with a vengeance, and he really just put his mark on the fight. Was able to drop Sniper multiple times in the end and get the victory. But GG's to both, man. Great fight overall.
Incredible fight.
Yeah, that was a great fight, and that was overall a great event. Yeah, I can't wait to see the next one. Next gen slash noob crew again next week with a triple header with 3 title fights.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
that's the announcement for that. So check out that one, guys.
I'm hyped.
Soon.
Next week. Yep. And yep, we will see you guys later. And yeah, let us know if you guys want to see a rematch between Alex and Ben.
I really want to see that rematch.
Thank you very much.
And this has been Josh Flores, Jacob Evans, Alexis Urbina, Darkside, and Ricky Patton joined us for a bit. And yeah, this has been Next Gen X New Crew Promotions, Alex Dark Sniper versus Benjammy1994, and we're out. Adios, amigos.
All right.
That was